biblically forbidden, but not punishable transgression. Okay, so although one who eats non-kosher foods is liable for punishment only if all of the above requirements are met. So what are the requirements? Quickly, size, time span, right, and the normal way of eating. 3 requirements. Okay. Amen. He may have transgressed Torah prohibition even when those conditions not met. For example, meaning a smaller amount, right? Hatzi Shiur, half less than the required amount. Let's see. 1 second. It was one commentary. Sorry. Okay, no problem. So, although according to the Torah law, one is liable for a punishment only if one eats required amount within specific time span, even if one who eats minute amount of non-kosher food has transgressed the non-punishable Torah prohibition. Right, Rambam 14:2. Okay, so is it allowed? No. Is it going to punish like with the earthly court? No. Similarly, one who does not conclude eating the non-kosher food within the prescribed time has violated the non-punishable prohibition of Torah. Okay, so what does it mean? The person ate kizayas, but he ate in 9.5 minutes. Okay, so kizayas, but under the certain time, or over the certain time. Number 2, ta'am kikar. The taste is like the essence. That's very interesting one. So let's see. Let's understand what it says here. So even though this title was a little confusing, right? So it says half less than the required amount. So it's not only half less. It's any, as we said, any amount of forbidden food is like prohibited. We cannot eat any amount. Okay, but it's halachic name. Half. Continue. Ta'am kikar. The taste is like the essence. One who does not partake of the actual non-kosher food, but eats the food into which a noticeable non-kosher taste is absorbed, transgress a non-punishable Torah prohibition. Wherever sufficient non-kosher taste is absorbed into the permitted food to make the taste noticeable, the permitted food assumes that prohibited characteristic of a non-kosher food. This is known in Talmudic principle, ta'am kikar, the taste is like the essence. So it's very interesting. Let's read it from the beginning, and we're going to explain line by line. It's very interesting concept. I mean, he does not elaborate, but it's very interesting. So let's see. One who does not partake of actual non-kosher food, but eats foods into which the noticeable non-kosher taste is absorbed, is transgressing the prohibition, non-punishable Torah prohibition. So what does it mean? So usually, like when we have let's say a pot with a kosher food and something drop of non-kosher food, right? So and this non-kosher, in most of the cases, we're talking not talking about truman, we're not talking about orla, we're not talking about kilaim. I'm not talking about all this regular non-kosher food, right? Pig, right? Somehow, right? So got into our soup. So we say if the taste, if amount is more than to 160, so according to Torah, it's kosher food must be majority. Majority, when it's at 51%, but our rabbis, holy rabbis, said no. It's actually going to go by 60 to 1, right? 60 to 1. So if 16 to 1, then it's nullified. But there is always but. But if you can still taste the amount, even it was minute amount. For example, an example that they give forbidden spices, right? Like when you put some spices into your cooking, you don't put like in ounces. You put like something like a few drops of this spice, and you already feel the aroma. So if this spice or whatever forbidden substance like give the taste and you feel still the taste, so this 1 to 60 law does not apply. So the whole pot of maybe like if you do the ratio, it would be 1 to 10,000, right? Still becomes forbidden. Why? Because you feel the taste, and we have this principle that it's called the taste is like the essence. So that's exactly what he's saying here. Okay, so let's finish reading. So we have continuation. Whenever sufficient non-kosher taste is absorbed into permitted food, right? So there's no essence, because let's say this non-kosher food got dissolved. No, period. There's nothing to take out, right? Okay, but the taste remain. Make the taste noticeable. It is the permitted food. Assume the prohibit characteristic of non-kosher food. So 1 to 60 is not always, right? Okay.